2003, let's go. I'm in my treehouse office, and it's a little bit noisy, echoey still putting things in. So if it's a bit echoey, I do apologise. But I wanted to just come and say hi, Happy New Year. Talk about the things that I'm going to do this year. I really love hearing about what you're going to do. So here are the 3 things I'm going to do in 2023. These are my commitment to myself. Right? So you've got to make a commitment to yourself of what you're going to do towards your own success. So I've literally just sat here and written down what are the 3 most important things I feel like I need to focus on to make sure I get the results that I want in 2023, which are to have healthy, wealthy, enjoyable year. So family, friends, health, wealth, very important for me. So other people will have different things. So last year my word was home, and last year I spent a lot of time at home. So I bought a house with my now husband in 2022, so the 16th of December 2022, so right at the end of the year. And my word for last year was home. And I got married here, and I got married in church, so I had my wedding reception here, our wedding reception. We've obviously spent time making the house our own. We've built the treehouse office. We've made a games room. We've moved. We're doing things in the house. We've had loads of celebrations, loads of great events and parties. We had the Jubilee and outside our house on the road, and we just had a great New Year's Eve party. And I've worked pretty much exclusively from home. So I was originally in the office in the house, which is now a games room. Then I was in the basement, which used to be a club, and now I'm in the treehouse office. And I love my house and home and family, and becoming a wife and a stepmom, and obviously being a mum. My children are teenagers, need me more than ever. Being a wife again, it's kind of like all of that kind of stuff, and really enjoyed myself last year. But we did go abroad. We went to my friend's wedding, and obviously we went on honeymoon, so we did go away, but we didn't all get away with the children, apart from in the UK. And it just felt like home was a big feature, right? And it's not a negative, that's a positive. That was my word. My word for this year is magic. And one of the reasons why I use the word magic is because I'm a real doer, like make things happen kind of person. It's like I totally believe, we're in control of our own destiny, and if we show up, we do the work, we're consistent and all of that good stuff, then we'll get the rewards. And we do, and I have, yeah. And I've got a real sort of inbuilt work ethic that's combined with natural laziness. So I do have to dig deep and do the work. But for me, there's kind of like no limits when it comes to pushing and putting myself out there. And that one post, that one comment, that one email, I know for a fact that can really help move the needle when it comes to my business, right? And I've always done the things I needed to do, and I've always shown up even when I don't feel like it, and I've always made big, bold decisions and took risks, and had to dig deep at times last year as well. Year before we had massive scale of success, and then we got COVID. Anyway, so I've always been very much like, I'm in control, I'm going to do the things I need to do. Now, there's also a part of me that some of you may know or maybe not know, which is super, super spiritual. I'm super into all of the good things that spirituality brings. I'm also religious, so I got christened a couple of years back now. And the spirituality side of me, I do talk about it, but I don't interweave it massively with my work, because it's almost like, that's my downtime, is maybe going to spiritual development or having a reading. I used to be a holistic therapist, so everything on the kind of woo spectrum I'm totally into and stuff. And I've been having some spiritual coaching, and it's kind of like I forget that all of the good stuff in the spiritual realm, and that can range, like I say, many from holistic therapy right through to angels, right through to, spirit and all of that other stuff. And I've always sort of separated the two a little bit instead of just letting the magic happen in the business. So it's kind of, this year's word is magic, and it's for me to sort of, I've done the work, now I just need to enjoy it, get into receiving mode. I compared it to like a 5-day challenge where for 5 days, for the, let's say 5 weeks in the run up, and then 5 days, it's really intense. We've done all the marketing, and you deliver the 5-day challenge, you really go for it, and then you pitch on the Wednesday. And then the Thursday, Friday, the following week is like launch week. And there comes a point in launch week where you've done everything you can do. There's nothing else you can do really. And you've got to get into receiving mode. And for me, that means going to the cinema, going to the spa, doing something where I can't have my phone. And then that's when the magic happens. That's when people buy, because I've decided I've done enough of the marketing. Now I'm going to get into receiving mode, right? And it's kind of, I was thinking the other day with a new client, and I said, I feel like I'm like 5-day challenge. I've been on a 5-year challenge. So for the last 5 years, I've done all the work. I've shown up. I've created the opportunities. I've sold all the things. I've made all the money. Now maybe I just need a receiving year of just letting the magic happen this year. So I'm really excited to see where, or if I'm even capable of trusting in the process and letting go and allowing the universe to support me in doing the work that I do, and just to get the rewards, if you like. So I thought that was quite an interesting concept. Right, 3 things. The 3 things I've decided that I am going to focus on this year to give me the success that I'm looking for, which is high revenue, high profit, high happiness, high laughter, high joy, like high quality family time, and lots of travel, hopefully, for this year as well. So I was like, what do I need to do to make those things happen? So this is my number 1. I am going to commit to putting me into my own diary. And I talked about this in the LinkedIn Mastermind. I've got two of these planners. I've got 2 of these. One is going to be for work, so that's all the 5-day challenges, all the events, all the catalysts, all the calls, all the rest of it. This one is for me. And I'm going to put me into the diary. This means things like seeing my friends that I don't see enough. So, for example, I'm going to ring my best friend or message her and say, let's get something in the diary for March and July and September. Like one date, and we'll do something, right? Just get the date in the diary, write it on my planner, get it in my diary, and I'm going to do that for, say, there's probably about 10 people that I'd love to see more of that I don't see enough of, and get them all booked into my diary. I'm also going to book in all my personal self-care stuff, so make sure my haircuts are booked in, my nails are booked in, so I never miss an appointment and be running around after it. Make sure my brows are in, get some massages booked in, some reflexology, some facials, and just nice things for myself, right? Get all that booked in. Then all the fun things I want to do. So this year, I want to do a stand-up comedy course. I want to go to 3 or 4 different festivals. I want to go to some gigs. So I'm going to find out where those gigs are. I'm going to put them in my diary. I'm going to put them on my planner. So otherwise, they probably won't happen. So real focus on me, being selfish and doing things for myself that make me happy and that make me feel like I'm looking after myself. Yeah, because I feel like you do lose yourself really easily when you're taking on new roles and identities and all the rest of it. So even things like curry club. So I have a group of 4 of us who have a curry. We used to do it every week. Now it's kind of just, it was like sort of barely, we've only maybe done 3 or 4 this year. So I'm going to make sure it's like 8, like maybe the last or the first Thursday of every month. And if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, fine. But get it on my calendar because that's what's going to make a difference. And I think it sounds almost, maybe it sounds over complicated or over formal to do this, but actually, if I don't do it, I won't do it. So that's the first thing. I'm going to do that. So the second thing doing for myself, to give myself a fun, enjoyable, profitable, and great year, 2023, is not to create anything new. This is my nemesis. Like most entrepreneurs, it's love creating things that people can buy, but I feel like I've got a product stack, as we say. I've got the LinkedIn and Business Mastermind, I've got the Catalyst Mastermind, I've got strategy days, and I've got mastermind days. I think that's it. And then there's some smaller products and services. I've last year amalgamated the LinkedIn and Business Mastermind together. So that's all streamlined. So I do one call a month in there, or do I do two? 1 month in there, and I can focus all my energy in there with them. I've got my asynchronous. I've got Catalyst, which is my small group program, and there's 6 of us in there. We're going to meet up once a quarter. I've got my asynchronous coaching clients. Sorry, that was my new thing, but it's done now, which has started today, which has been absolutely amazing. I've really, really enjoyed it. But again, no calls in my diary, which is fantastic. And mastermind days, I just put them out there, get 5 people to come along to my house. Strategy days are one-to-one, so they're booked in as people want to buy them. So it's still quite a lot, but I could have so much more. But I'm going to stop creating anything new. I'm going to double down on selling the things I've got, delivering in the one program I've got, delivering for my one-to-one clients, and put all my creativity into working out new ways to get more people aware of me so they can come into the LinkedIn Mastermind, and from there they'll probably go on to buy other stuff. I can help them in other ways. So I've got that. I'm not going to create anything new in this business. And Paul and I have created Client Funnels Academy. Client Funnels done for you. And I said the same to him. Let's not create anything new. Just double down on making sure we serve as many people as possible in that business as well. So it's a discipline for sure to not create more stuff. Let's just focus on doing what we've got. Definitely. And then finally, I'm just going to serve my clients, my audience. I'm going to serve, and have gratitude for every single one of them. I just sent an email out before, and from the bottom of my heart, like, I meant every word in that audio. It's like, I'm so grateful for everybody who's ever subscribed to an email, liked a post, bought a thing, shared a post. Like, without these people, I would not have nothing. The things with social media based business, which is what mine is really, without people being social, it just wouldn't work, right? So such gratitude for so many amazing people that have helped me and continue to help me, right? And I think that's it really. It's just gratitude for everything I've got, gratitude for everyone I have in my world, and just how can I serve people better and deeper in 2023. So that's it really, guys. That's my plan for 2023. Put myself first, make sure it goes in my diary, don't create anything new, and just focus on serving as best as I can and having complete gratitude for all the people, all the stuff I've got in my life, right? It's amazing. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It feels nice and chilled to not create anything new. It feels nice and chilled to do lots of nice things for myself. And it feels like the right thing to do is to serve as open-heartedly and as full in as I possibly can. And I think those 3 things interlink, right? The more I put myself first, the more I can give to others. The more I focus on the things I've already got and the people who are already buying from me, the more I can serve and the more gratitude I can have. So that's my kickoff for the year. I'll be interested to watch this back in 12 months, right? Right, lots of love. Have an amazing day. Let me know how you're getting on and what 3 things you're going to focus on in 2023.